I'm with Barbara Jones here, and I'm just going to ask Barbara a few questions about her role within the body of Christ here in the parish of Tiddenham. So, Barbara, how long have you been part of the church gathered here?
About 5 years. I think I came in January 2015.
And what part do you play in the gathered church here?
Well, I don't do a great deal really. I do, on every third Sunday, I make the teas and the coffees and provide the refreshments for the service afterwards with Emma. And occasionally if there's short-staffed, if there's a gap that needs filling, I'll do that. I also clean the church once a month with Olive, and that's about it really. But I was actually going to start handing out the hymn books as well on a Sunday, but then we went into lockdown, so that hasn't happened yet. So,
can I ask you, why do you do what you do in the church? The cleaning and the coffee.
It's just a small way of helping out, really. I enjoy making the teas and the coffees. I enjoy the chats we have with everyone that comes in. I love coming in, the days I clean, especially when I can come in on my own and I've got the church to myself if I get here before Olive. And it's just the feeling of peace and tranquility here. And if anyone saw me, they'd hear me talking aloud to God. So.
And do you see yourself as serving God with those things that you involved in?
In a very small part, yes, I suppose.
Well, it's a very important part, a very special part of our church community. So thank you for all that you are and all that you get up to in the gathered church.
Thank you, David.
I'm with David Burr now, just asking him a few questions. So, David, how long have you been a part of the church family gathered here?
Here being the parish since 48 years. We started off at Beachley and gradually worked up through the different churches and doing different things, Sunday school teacher, PCC, etc.
And what part do you play now in the body of Christ?
I'm now a church warden. I've been a church warden for 7 years.
Do you have a sense of knowing why you do what you do? Why are you church warden?
Well, I do it because I feel as though it needs to be done. It's a job that goes back for centuries. The basic principle being that I am here to ensure that the church and the congregation are ready for you to preach the message. That's the job, basically, the church warden, to ensure that everything is available for you.
Thank you. And has God taught you anything in this role as church warden?
It's taught me to be more tolerant, listen to what people say. I mean, you make decisions which you have to abide by because that's been made by the corporate church. But you might not agree, but in the end, we're all here for the one purpose, and so therefore, I think it's taught me a lot.
And do you feel as though you've been serving God through the role that you've played, and the role you continue to play?
I think I'm serving God, not in the same way as obviously a minister, but I'm doing something which needs to be done, and which I feel as I've been asked to do. And I have the skills, I think, to be able to do it. I've been given those skills.
Thank you. Well, thank you for the part that you play and Joyce plays within the life of the church here. Really grateful for all that you are and all that you do. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'm now talking with Alex White and asking Alex a few questions. So, Alex, how long have you been a part of the church family, the body of Christ, gathered here?
As far as back as I can remember, I guess. I grew up here. I went to uni and I came back. So I'm 33. Yes.
So what part do you play here in the parishes?
Usually piano is my part. Whatever instrument needs filling in. I do a lot of music. I'm doing a lot of tech stuff, obviously, for this. and whatever needs doing, I have helped Janice with Cypher in previous years, and I did some digging out the back with James Parsons to do some manual labour. I'll fill in where I can.
So why do you do what you do? Why are you involved in the life of the church, doing music or gardening or the tech or Cypher, whatever it might be? Why do you do it?
Well, because I can, I guess. My faith is a central part of who I am, having grown up here. This feels like family, and this building feels partly like home. Like in a family, you do what needs to be done if you can do it, if it's within your means. So.
And do you feel a sense of calling to the things that you are involved with?
Weirdly, not especially. I kind of feel it, like I say, I feel like I do what needs to be done if I'm able, and therefore if I'm probably the right person to be there, then God will put me there anyway. So not that I feel particularly called to do any of these things, but I do feel called to music. I feel like I have a particular maybe talent there. So it's almost not that I'm called to do those things, so it'd be wrong for me not to do those things, since that is my talent. I should use it to help glorify God and help others glorify God as well.
Well, Alex, thank you for all you've been doing, particularly over lockdown, the support you've given me, Janice and others with the tech. And thank you for all you are and all that you do in the parish.
Very welcome.
In the body of Christ.